high or if it's low. A lot of men will marry a woman thinking she's good, not understanding how much she used to, what they say, bust it wide open and lay it wide back in her day. But because she carries herself as a classy woman and has been for the last 10, 15, 20 years, you think she's a good girl. I can assure you that the women who you think are good girls aren't. And they never were. They may have changed or something, but they're not the innocent, pure women that you think. And the women who you think are the most promiscuous because she wears booty shorts or she's always twerking or whatever, those be the women a lot of times that men cannot get ever.
You know who B Sharp is, Clinton? Okay, I'll get to them in a minute. That's a caller.
But I literally can use myself as an example. I will hop on a plane, go to Miami, put on some fishnet stockings, some booty shorts, and just be twerking all up and down the Miami Strip. And when men see me, they think, oh, she's probably easy. Look at how she's acting. 0 men get my phone. 0 men even get my attention. Most of the time I tell them I'm gay, or I'm married, or I'm terrified of men. Whatever I feel like saying in that moment, depending on the guys, you'll never get me. Imagine thinking I'm a whore, but you can't even get this whore. This whore won't even give you eye contact, right? The joke is always going to be on y'all, right? Women know how to twerk, dance, drink, be yelling, hey, at the club, be doing all of that all day, and no man can get her. None. Like, literally none. Right. Good luck. Right?
Somebody
so
thrashing
really
that shit.
Know, and you'll never really know, right? Y'all will put so many emphasis on, oh, her body count has to be low, and it's like you're never going to, I can't say this enough, you're never going to know unless she decides to tell you the truth, right? Steve Harvey said, no matter what, your number is never over 3. Anything over 3, no matter what age you are,
this
no matter
bitch
how many
listening
times
to fucking
married,
Steve Harvey,
goofy
ass.
3. Okay, that's your answer, right? And I'm not saying I've ever said 3, but I'm just saying, even a man said to not tell.
Even a man, Steve Harvey.
Can't handle it. There are men out there who can't handle the fact that you had a past before they even met you. They're mad that they didn't meet you 10 years ago because you had a baby daddy or you were married or something. Like, y'all can't take these men seriously. And so I think guys need to humble themselves and y'all need to get over y'all insecurities and grow the fuck up. A woman is never going to tell you her actual number. And the women who actually do have a low number, like that's 1 or 2 or 3 men in her whole life or whatever, those are women you most likely, if you care about body count, you're not going to get women like that anyways. They're not going to pay you any attention. Chances are they're probably still married to the same person from high school for the last 30 years anyways. So you're not going to get those women. You can forget it, right?
Quinn, this is the subject.
The first part when she said that I guess the bad women are actually good women, I think I was rocking with her until she said but she said the good women are actually bad and the bad women are actually good. I think she's just a whore and she's trying to put that off she's trying to put that off on the good women. She was like, y'all think everybody's busting it wide open and blah blah blah, and they not. And then she was like, I have my ass out and y'all can't talk to me. And you trying to make the good women bad just like you are. It doesn't make any sense.
Slimmy.
And then the whole premise, she goes, you're not going to know a woman's true body count until she tells you. But you just said they lie, so what does that mean exactly? Like what is, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
I'm going to be honest, this woman's so lost. She's so lost, she just said anything. Like, dead ass. Like, the first thing she started saying is men don't get it and try to look at a woman and tell her body count. Ain't nobody doing that. Nobody's doing that. We watch you. We're not looking at your body and saying that. We're looking at your actions.
It's true.
She could try to dress in the most she wants, and I'm working in the club, and I'm twerking all over Miami, but you can't get it. It's somebody that can get you.
That's a fact.
Stop fucking lying. That's the problem. You want to justify bad behavior and say, oh, this motherfucker over here can't get me. It's somebody that can, though. It's somebody that you're doing that for to get his attention. You're fucking lying. You a slut. That's what you are. And you trying to dress that shit up by saying certain dudes can't get you. Man, that's some whole ass shit, man. That's some whole ass shit. That is corny, man.
Yeah.
I do not like when people do this. They like justify bad behavior by saying some old ill off the wall shit, and then just be like, oh, you can't fuck me. Nah, man, fuck you. Next.
That is a
blown through. No, men do it too, but it's in a different way. Men do certain shit like we ain't gonna act like, but we talking about this whole right here. This whole dead ass wrong, man. Dead ass wrong. She's trying to justify bad behavior by saying dudes can't get you. Who cares? It's a dude that can. That's what you man, come on.
I think that it's a dude that is, or
yeah, there you go.
I don't even think that is like, come on, man. Well, Mika, go ahead. Go ahead, Mika. Perspective on this. Let me go through these.
This is crazy, man. This is crazy.
It's definitely a dude that has, because if she was one of those ones with a low body count, this wouldn't even be a thing and she would be saying something else. So at the end of the day, I think she's just probably irritated with the whole body count talk. And, a lot of guys, are starting to bring it from the internet to, real life.
Hey.
So, and so, yeah, it's hitting a lot of this, the hot girl summers hard.
Yeah, your dog's holler.
Yeah, because otherwise, who cares? Like, because otherwise, who cares? Only the people that I guess have a high body count are care.
Yeah, let's be real. Why was she going on this brand anyway? Why did she go on this brand? Like, who just was in her mind that she was just like, oh, I'm about to talk about? Like, come on, man. Like, you're divulging information that technically nobody asked you. I mean, like, you could pick so many topics to talk about. Why talk about body count unless you're worried about yours?
Now, one thing I do agree with, yes, you will never know, right? Even if she's,
right.
telling the truth, you still don't know, right? So I get that. But with that being said, that's really why I've mostly never seen men ask about a body count. Because they don't know, and you could lie. So at this point, all they're gonna do is just watch your actions and how you move.
Yep. Your actions are gonna tell me everything I need to know. I can sit at the bar and I can decipher. I can just sit there. Like back when I used to drink and all that shit, and I used to be up there, and you could sit at the bar and you could watch all the women. You could watch them all line up. But and they're showing off to certain dudes. They want certain dudes' attention. They're sitting at the bar to catch somebody's eye. Now, it's not every woman that's doing that. Don't get me wrong. But there are women at the bar to catch a man. Whether it be for that night, whether it be for the next 2 weeks, 2 months, who knows? Ain't no telling how long she's going to catch this dude. But she's there for a guy. So she's acting a certain way. She's doing things for attention.
But here's the
doing things for a certain attention, for a certain amount of attention from somebody.
Here's the thing: women have to advance beyond this conversation. Like we're not going to change. We're not going to change the way men think. Men are not going to change the way women think either, right? And that's the reason why the red pill space, exists. So I don't know what women need to move beyond these points because they keep trying to combat it with I'm just gonna go rebel and it's not working. So I'm just like at a loss. Like you got to do something different. You keep doing the same damn thing. You're trying to combat it with he's not gonna know. That's still not gonna help you. So.
I believe that she lost me when she said Steve Harvey said.
Right.
For me, that was just
that's so
got you. But I think that in general, and this is one of the reasons I tell guys to get off the apps a lot of times. Like, You know, I even seen a woman that was giving women advice, and she was saying, "Yes, be yourself, and I'll write your profile for you, and it's gonna always get you this, and it's gonna get you that, or whatever." Right? The apps ain't hitting you, right? Because you can't. You could try to, but it is what it is. The reality is this: when you meet people in person, um, you can tell by their vibes of what they are. You know where to slide. You know whether or not she is for the streets or if, you know what I'm saying, she wifey material. And it ain't no amount of rebranding that can hide that. It's on you. It's over you. I can see it. It's not something that you can. You know, maybe people need to pray for discernment. You know, because the body count conversation is relevant for when we have these conversations online as to how it affects you long term. You're getting into so many different situationships. That's what the body count conversation online is for. That's why it's necessary, so we can tell you how it affects you, how it don't affect you, whatever. But the other part of that is that, look, man, in my opinion, 25 is just as bad as 50. And 50 is just as bad as 100. It's all the same. I think that once you pass a certain threshold, it is what it is. And you're not putting that genie back in the bottle. You're not going to rebrand yourself. Can you find a guy that will settle for you? 100%. Can you find a guy that you can finesse? Possibly. But the people that know and the people that's interacting with you, they're not disillusioned about who you are, even if you think that you're rebranding yourself and you hide who you are. And I just believe that yes, it does matter. And it doesn't matter whether you tell the number or not. I can tell what you're about and who you are and what you've been around. 100%. I'm not disillusioned. I'm not confused as to, if all men and female in the industry. I don't. You can't add that shit. It's all over you. I did it the same night, but all of a sudden, oh no, man, I just got so much game. I do believe that I got a lot of game, but I also believe that I'm not the person